Okay, so the Acorn processing, I'm on the fourth batch of clean water for the more dry acorns. They were releasing much more tannins. I'm on the second batch of clean water for the more fresher acorns. And so I'm going to end this experiment now. Because I need to dry these out. These are the ones I'm going to be eating, so I'll dry them out and then I'll taste them whilst you know, they're semi-dry, to see if they're less bitter than they were before and whether I consider that I need to extract more tannins. I don't know why, other than the fact that these were not dry, that they never released the tannins anything like as much as this one. But because I'm going to be feeding these to the animals, then they're used to the tannins, and I'm pretty sure, because I've extracted quite a bit of them, that they'll find these very palatable. So again, I'm going to try to see how many, like 4 bleachings or leachings does to reduce the tannins, and then I'll try Providence on one, because she's not that keen on the bitterness when she can get almonds, walnuts, cashews, hazelnuts and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to filter off this water here. Just gonna get them so they're nice and clean and fresh. Okay, so this might take a little while, so I'm going to flush out any of the grubs. If there's any grubs in there, then they'll come to the surface, and any other of the impurities, they will, you see there's the object, there's a grub, and there's some skin, so I'm going to continue to agitate that, so we get any of the stuff that we don't want out. So we're getting some flakes of skin, which, you know, some people say you should remove, and then some people say it's not necessary, but if you agitate them like this, then you can see the pieces of skin floating over the edge. And this is very hot water again, look. So agitate them in that way. Okay, I'm thinking I'm pretty happy with those. And so just get rid of them. So there was one weevil that I saw floating out. So I will put them on a baking tray. Get them nice and get them nice and dry. Like that. Come here. Yeah. And you see, ideally this is not required, and I don't know why. Maybe there's a bit of bitterness and whatever, but we can see that most of those come off of their own accord when you do that. So there's them. So I'm just going to put those over here, let them be drying out. Then I don't have to be so concerned about extracting all the impurities from these because it's animal feed. But just to separate that, that's them flaky skin things a little bit, I think. There you see. And if you agitate them a little bit like that, I suppose it's more just to appease my perfectionist nature. I can be quite pedantic about these things, so don't want them, do we? Don't want them. So I'll let those drain for a while, because if I put them onto the baking tray, then they're going to be moist, and it's going to take longer for them to dry out, and they might start wanting to get a bit mouldy again, you know. Now, preparation for mushrooms. So I've got the pan here with another butter, and I have my puffballs. Now this puffball was the older one, and these ones are much more firmer and palatable. So, but I've cut a couple of slices of the older one, a bit more dry. You see, you can see how grainy it is, where these are much more pure and smooth, and they retain the moisture. So I'm going to be eating them and these to see what the difference is. Then I'm going to be cooking this pleurotus. This is a gorgeous oyster mushroom, and there's not much you can get wrong about the identification of this mushroom, because how they are, what they look like, and where they grow. They grow on trees, and they often grow in shelves. And where this mushroom was picked from, I picked one almost identical in size. There's only one on this tree, and I picked that and I ate it last year, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to cook that in a separate pan with a knob of butter. So I'm just going to get that butter all around there. Then I'm going to take that butter out and put it into that one, and then I'm going to put these in. Alright. Now, because these are absorbent, they will absorb a lot of butter, and I don't want to be eating a whole, you know, slab of butter. So I think that will be a fine breakfast. And what I'll do, I'll turn them to, because I'm pretty sure they would have absorbed it. Yes, they've got a nice coating of butter on. So to make them sort of like equally buttered, there we go. Put that one there. I think I can afford to put a little bit more butter, because I won't need that much butter for the pleurotus. So I can put that in there. And I'm going to put this facing up, I think, so it doesn't go soggy. So I'll leave it like that. Turn that down to 3 and let that have a sizzle. And these will be starting to get a little bit brown. And from what I remember, they taste like omelette, people. Omelettes. So leave that there. Put you see, if they're not that palatable, then I'll scatter this around my garden in clumps. Hopefully we'll get some generation next year. Puffballs in my own garden. Who could ask for more than that? So while that's happening, I'm going to speak about these other mushrooms. In actual fact, I'll bring you over here. So I have this book here, which is an absolute superb book, Roger Phillips, and this particular mushroom is a Clitocybe, and this is the regular sought after Clitocybe, which is Clitocybe geotropa. Now these grow in rows and they're called funnel troopers because of this, and I know a place where there's at least 15 of those, and I'm going to go maybe today when I come back from the gym. Maybe I'm not going to go to the gym today. I'm going to go to look at these to see if I can find any, because these are supposed to be a very, very tasty mushroom, very easy to identify, but you can see these are the same family. Now when we look down here, people, I'll bring you in a little bit closer. Right, so we can see that I'm pretty happy. You've got the upturned lip, you've got the kind of peachy colour. From the side here, you've got all this going on. And if I was to cut this one here, then we can see that we've got this darker line going around the outside, yeah, and we've got that going there as well. And when we look at it like this, then we've got that with the same, you know, slightly darker line there. And these mushrooms apparently they're you know, quite a fibrous mushroom, so you can see that you know, they're pretty fibrous. And what do they smell like? They're kind of like very puffbally, moist and puffbally. Smell very healthy. Very, very slightly of meal, you know, like a St. George's mushroom. So I'm happy that these are this, but I'm not that happy at this stage that I'm going to be eating those. Now these appear to me to be very similar to the St. George's mushroom. So I'm going to have a look at the St. George's mushroom and show you that one. But the St. George's mushroom, that is an April mushroom, and so that's you know, a curious thing. I don't know where they actually are. St. George's mushroom. So this is the oyster mushroom. This is how generally they look when they're older, but there's lots of different varieties of oyster mushroom, and the gills are nice and white, and they've got all the decurrent thing going on and everything else, but mine don't have, or my one doesn't have this like serrated edge, but that's what happens when they get older. Here you've got Pleurotus lignatilis. Let me see what that one, this one here, edibility unknown, but that one is growing on very, very dead wood, and it's quite different in lots of respects. And now this one, there was on beech and elm trees, uncommon, unknown edibility. But anyway, there's that one. Where's the St. George's mushroom? The regular mushrooms. Boletes. Let me just check what's going on over here. Just turn these. Okay, so they're getting a little bit brown. St. George's mushroom. Okay, come on, index. OST. ST. St. George's mushroom 41. Now, okay, let's have a look at this one. Can we see what's going on here, people? You're here, aren't you? Let me just make sure you can see exactly what's going on here. So when we look at that one, we'll go, well, okay, very similar there. And then when they were growing like this, coming out together, that's what this mushroom does. From the top sort of perspective, very similar colour. Look at the stipe, got a bit of yellowing on the stipe. These tend to be concave, where these are more inverted, so that's the only difference really. These are all concave, and I know this because I've eaten these quite a few years, and they're a nice mushroom to find, but they taste mealy, so they taste like a wet flour, and it's not that palatable. But they do very much look like this one. This is a trichoma mushroom. So those aside, let's go over now and see what's going on in the pan. And we can see that that one's getting quite yellow there, and these are getting, I think I'm going to turn up to maximum. Need maximum heat for these, but this is, you see, ideally when we eat this mushroom, we want it to be brown and crisp on the outside, and then it's lovely and succulent and tasty on the inside. So, plate, knife and fork. I think we can afford to put a little bit of that butter in there and shift these around. Now I'll turn the heat up, they'll be done in no time. Okay. Yeah, and this oyster mushroom, from what I can remember, is a very, very tasty mushroom. That one is, and I like them when they're getting crisp, a little bit fried. You know, I don't like soggy mushrooms per se, and so they're getting pretty ready. Have a drink of water, getting a little bit dry. Right. What we're doing, what's happening with you? Getting a little bit brown there, so that's beautiful. I think I'll cook it on the top for a while. And yeah. That one is looking pretty good. Still a little bit, oh come on. I should have had the pan on maximum heat to begin with. This one is looking like it's going to be the winner. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So we can see that they're looking very much like an omelette already. And I'm just going to, I think I'll just taste, see if I think they need a bit of salt. So, no. The butter's salted. Oh wow. It's just like omelette, people. Just like omelette. Now, coming back out to this one, I'm gonna try it on that side a little bit more. See what's happening. Oh, there we go, there we go. That's what we're looking for, people. Put these in the middle, put those on the outside. There we go, look at that. Yep. Now this one was obviously the older puffball, but I don't think probably there's going to be that much difference. So anyway, I'm going to try a little bit now of the old one. With the younger one. Exactly the same, I think. So now to have a couple of fried eggs, come on. Couple of fried eggs with it, yeah. Why not? So put them like that. Because they taste almost the same, and so why not? Yeah. Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, oh no, you know, no point in hurry. Don't want to hurry it. Let's just, by the time the eggs are done, then that'll be ready to go. So what I've done is I've cooked this big pan on a smaller ring. That I should have put on maximum heat on the big ring. And that would have flashed cooked them, which burnt them on the outside and kept the tenderness on the inside. But I think they'll be fine. Now here, yeah, it's getting nice and brown, so I'm going to bang that up as well. I'm going to put them up now to 6 because I want them to be browned. So they're both on maximum and I'm ready to eat. So I'm going to put the plate in the microwave. Oh, we're eating like a king. Guys and girls, are we eating like a king? Food from the land. Now, of course, if you have your own chickens, got your own chickens, got your own acorns, got your own puffballs, got your own oyster mushrooms, got your own whatever they're called, gigantis. So it seems to be all going on, really. We're almost there. I'm going to flip this. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it to brown, on the upside, and see what we've got going on here. Yes. Yes. That's what we're looking for. Yes. Oh yeah. Just a little bit. Ouch. This one. What are you doing? Look how yellow and do you see that, people? It's omelette, isn't it? It's omelette. And so those eggs are cooked to perfection. The microwave has just clicked, so I'm going to turn that one off. I'm going to turn this one off as well because that one will continue to cook. And I'm going to put you guys back here. Plate. Eggs and puffballs. Now, can you see what's going on here? Can you see this? Indistinguishable to omelette, really. A very nice texture. So I'm going to personally, I would have liked them just a little bit more crisp, but the eggs are already done, so I think it comes up a smidgen of salt over there. Yeah, the salt's good. Right. That one. That's how I like them. See that? You can't see it. That's how I like them. So let me see what this is tasting like. Oyster. Just as I remember. Mushroomy, textured, nice if it's crisp on the outside, although some people might like that. So the older puffballs, no different when they're cooked to the young ones. Get a bit of egg on that. Wow. This, ladies and gentlemen, is very delicious. Amazing, actually, that a fungi could taste that good. Anyway, I've still got another breakfast here. I'll keep for a couple of days. So, happy hunting, people.